Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits. I am your host, Elspeth Wright, joined as always by my co-host, Ms. Madeline Cattrall. Today we have some very wonderful guests joining me. I'm super excited to introduce you to KB. Hello, KB. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, we also have Abdullah. Hello, Abdullah. How are you?
Hello, hello.
And we have Tim. Tim, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing really good.
That
thanks.
was a wave.
Yeah, that's how.
Did you just learn how to wave today?
I realized that when you wave to people, it's to let them know how you actually feel about them. And I don't think there's anything that expresses my joy for being here as much as when a 2-year-old is happy to see you. So
Okay. Well, I feel bad for making fun of your very silly wave now.
Yeah, that was a very wholesome comeback. I was waiting for some dogging, right?
Yeah, that was really cute.
I will
All right,
say
on
you
that
did look
note-
like you were imitating a stop sign that went out.
Yeah.
guys,
KB's, yours looks more offensive. Yours looks like get the fuck out of here.
An aggressive stop sign. It's a Montreal stop sign, like run, run, run. You're gonna get run over anyway.
Personally, my favorite thing about Montreal traffic signs in general is that Montreal people treat them as if they're optional. I really
They're
respect.
suggested.
I really respect the fact that they're like, I'll listen to it or I won't. All right, it depends on the day.
the
Yeah.
island of Montreal is one of my favorite places because you can't turn right on a red light, but you can go straight. So it's a wonderful place.
And the other day, I left my house for the first time in days because I'm here in Montreal, and we are in quite a tight lockdown. And I decided I needed to go outside and see what the sun was like. And almost immediately, I almost got run over by a unicyclist running a red light. And I was just like, "Oh, Montreal, you magical bitch! I love you. I love this city so much."
Yeah.
All right. After our first tangent, we've just gotten through the intros. Let's get started with the warm-up round.
My favorite part of the show so far is Abdullah's scratching his mic as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, dude, I got a dollar store mic right now. Okay, I got a Taco Bell mic, and it not only is it terrible sound quality, but it's giving me a rash. So I gotta scratch it.
Oh,
Get you a man who can do both. Not listen and get a rash.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. There you go.
Okay.
Don't do that.
This game is going to take 3 hours.
Yeah,
Welcome
you got the
to
worst group of people here.
the warm-up round. In this round, I will ask you interesting questions. I will hope to God you can listen to me for the 30 seconds it takes to read the questions, and then you'll give me your best answers. Tim, don't make that face. I will give points to the best answer or the closest answer or whoever follows the rules closest, because this is already a very unruly group of ragamuffins. So, the person who invented this only used it once. What was the invention? KB, we will start with you.
A bomb.
A bomb.
Oh, I think that's the answer. I was going to
That's
go
a
in that
good
direction.
answer. All right. I usually ask follow-up questions, but that's
I feel like if you detonate it right, you only get one shot at it. And when you
exactly.
first created it, I don't imagine they were like, all right, we'll do it from far away. They're probably like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah. 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 Good answer. Straightforward.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Sorry.
No, it's great. Abdullah, we'll go to you next. The person who invented this only used it once. What was it?
I have no idea. Probably South American mangoes. They're disgusting.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Coming in
Actually,
hot for
that's-
South American mangoes.
And they
That's
were
true.
invented. I didn't know that. They were like Indian. Mango was just an Indian thing, and then they took it over and made it worse. So Probably
I've
ate it
never
once,
had a
so
South American mango, so I can't speak
we
to
go.
this. But
I had
against
Pakistani
my
mangoes
religion.
last summer. Super good.
yeah, I love mangoes. They're
Mm.
my favorite. So I don't know.
There's probably not a lot of money in exporting a disgusting mango. That's probably why you've never had one.
Dude, I've tried it. Yeah, it's bad. But
All right. Yeah. Why is it specifically South American mangoes? What was that?
well, because I'm South Asian, and if there's one thing we're very protective about, it's our mangoes. All right, and you can't make a knockoff mango that tastes like sour cardboard. And ship it as mango. Come on, it's not sweet at all. Mango is supposed to be sweet.
In Abdullah's defense, I didn't think I liked mangoes. Like, I like mango flavoring, but I didn't necessarily think I liked mangoes until last summer. One of my coworkers gifted me Pakistani mangoes, and I was like, holy shit, I love mangoes.
There we go.
So
Wow.
I gotta.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having my back, KB.
But all right.
Also, with that answer, I realize I'm turning into my dad. So it's kind of sad. That's what it is.
Full circle, baby.
All right. Tim, what is your answer?
Well, for the sake of the show, I believe it is a Brazilian wax. I think the person who invented it was like, hey, I could sell this to other people. I should test it first. Then they tested it and they said, I'm still going to sell this, but that's the last fucking time I'm doing that. That's what it is. But in terms of a realistic, I'm pretty sure KB's got it. I think it's the man who invented dynamite, killed himself inventing it. So I think KB has this.
All right, those are all very good answers. I'm going to give the point to KB, but none of you were correct.
Whoa!
Doesn't matter. I won on technicality. I'm competitive,
Yeah,
baby.
If it's not dynamite, I'm going to be sad.
I'm going by what's on the cards, okay? The writing team spent all day coming up with these questions, working their cute little butts off. It was Comic Sans, the font.
That's funny too.
So it was designed by a guy named Vincent Conner in 1995, and he only used it once when he was having a dispute with his internet provider, and he really needed them to change it, and he kept emailing back and forth, and finally he emailed them in Comic Sans. And
is this a real
they
story?
resolved the problem because they're like, okay, this is obnoxious.
That's so funny.
Is this a real story?
Yeah.
Holy
According
shit.
to the one website my top-notch research team looked at.
I believe
it's
you.
So funny because it's such
I believe it too.
Yeah, it's such a boomer reason to invent it, and now it's like the boomer font. So it's so funny.
That's my favorite thing, because people always talk about how you can't text or write sarcasm, but I always felt that if you sent anything in Comic Sans, it was sarcastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And if you
I
want to
ever
write
get to-
anything, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if I ever get to start dating and then have to end things with somebody via text again, I'm gonna figure out a way to get Comic Sans on my phone so I can just be like, look, when you said you liked the waitress's tits, that was kind of a no for me.
Who are you dating? What?
Terrible people.
Ooh.
She's in a lockdown. What are the options? You know what I mean?
Well, that's
Madeline
it.
and I
Anybody
have been
reaching
doing
out
that.
right now is going to be a dirtbag anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So we will move on to our next question. What does the state of Kentucky, wow, I just forgot how to pronounce that word, have the most of in the world? What does Kentucky have the most of in the world? Abdullah, we will start with you.
So obvious answer is fried chicken, but it's not true. I'm going to go with Confederate flags. How about that? Locked in. Locked in.
Not going to explain yourself. You're just going to lock in your
it's pretty self-explanatory, guys. Come on. Yeah. Fried chicken and the Confederate flag. Let's see.
That's my America.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Just for the record. Just joking. Before this goes out on the internet, that is not my America.
It's done. I can deep fake you saying I love the Confederate flag, so it's fine.
We got it.
Yeah. All right. Tim, what is your answer?
I think Kentucky has the most milliners. I think that's where you'll find the most milliners, creators and manufacturers of fancy hats. I think that's what Kentucky has the most of.
That I would love
Yeah.
that. The other day I got really stressed out at work, so I just took a break and started Googling fancy hats on Etsy.
You know where you can find the most fancy hats per capita?
It's good to know.
At the
We'll make a
Kentucky
little
Derby.
trip
You go watch those horse races. All of the fancy rich ladies got to have their fancy hats.
Oh, right.
very
That
good
actually
answer.
makes sense.
Out
Yeah.
of all the British things that Canada could have taken, Canada took a huge L when it took racism instead of the huge hats that British people
Yeah, I
had.
know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy hats.
Yeah, Kentucky
Yeah.
just took both, so.
Kentucky's like, why not both?
Yeah.
All right, KB, what is your answer?
Honestly, okay, I'm stuck between two answers because Tim's answer made me think sad horses.
Sad. Only sad.
Sad racist horses.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they don't, racing horses, they don't live a great life. But I'm thinking, you know, like, you know, like the Kentucky Fried Chicken Colonel Sanders beards, probably the most of those beards. Final answer.
Oh, those are all excellent answers, you guys. Very, very well done. I'm gonna give the point to Tim because I
No.
like
For dropping the word
the
milliner.
logic, and I love hats. The correct answer though is caves.
What?
Oh.
So Kentucky's Mammoth Cave is nearly 400, or Cave Link or whatever, is nearly 400 miles in length with an estimated 200 miles of unexplored caves. So they've got miles and miles of caves and like links of caves or whatever they're called, chains of caves. I don't know.
That matches Abdullah's answer the most because, I believe
Want me to take
Kentucky
your
has
point
a
away,
lot of
Tim? Is that what you're
underground. I'll keep it. But I think Abdullah's right. I think having a large cave system helps the white supremacy first.
That's funny.
It's
The whole
super-
time.
Sorry,
Sorry, I was trying to connect, like I was trying to use my galaxy brain to somehow connect caves with like racism and Confederate flags, and I couldn't. And then you just did it, dude. That's why it's Tim Riel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. We've got 2 questions left in this round. Our next question. Tim, we will start with you on this question. What strange thing happened in Pincher Creek, Alberta in 1962?
Oh, the strange thing that happened in Pincher Creek in Alberta. That's an Alberta place. Alberta's got weird places. Like, is that anywhere near Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump? Because that's a weird ass town too. Pincher Creek, Alberta, in 1962. The weird thing that happened there was that was the first. That was like the pilot episode of the 1969 Woodstock. They were like, we need a big empty space that nobody's at to see if Joan Baez can sing while pregnant. And so in 1962, she's like, I'll have a baby right now, and we will do this concert out in this here field for all of these fancy farm people. So 1962 in Pincher Creek, that was the pilot episode of the Woodstock Music Festival.
Wow. Very good. Very good. KB, what is your answer?
Okay, so 1962.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, that was the oil boom.
Okay.
Maybe the first, no, that's way too late. You know what? I already said it. I'm gonna lock in my dumb answer with oil boom. I'm picturing like some dirty white guy going yeehaw as he digs up a dinosaur bone. I'm just gonna go with it.
All right.
Like it.
Abdullah, what is your answer?
So I was going to say the same thing that KB said, essentially, that they discovered the oil sands. But since that's taken, I feel like somebody was trying to do laundry in a trailer and it didn't go as planned and they discovered meth. Let's lock that in.
Ah,
Bold
very
choice.
good.
I like
very
how hard
good.
they're doing their laundry too.
Yeah, because,
Yeah, how does this happen? Do
yeah.
you know a little bit more
Yeah,
about? Because obviously I know about it because that is really the correct
Yeah.
answer. But could you tell us a little bit more about how doing laundry real hard
Well,
led to
and
mess?
They're like, I just gotta do laundry fast.
if you focus on a couple of Tide Pods a lot, if you meditate around them and you heat them up the right way, add a little bit of other ingredients that I'm not going to disclose here, but DM me if you want to know how to. You get
We do
a
not
beautiful
condone making mess on
crystal.
Battle of Wits. Just
No.
Yes, but
We
it's
do
a healing
condone
crystal.
doing your laundry though.
But I do think it's the oil. I do think it's the oil answer.
I just like the idea though of doing like laundry hard. They were just like, listen, I gotta do laundry, but it's not fast enough. How do we do this harder?
Yeah.
The soap needs to be mix more things together. The soap has to be better.
Like it's not related to the ingredients. They just wanted a solution to do it faster.
Yeah. I have to assume that's why all of Wall Street is on cocaine. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I also said
Yeah.
that like such a narc. I'm like, cocaine. I'm pretty sure no one who uses coke says cocaine.
little the news
Yeah.
candy. I feel like
Yeah.
nobody says that either. I think I like saw that in a movie once. I'm like,
Couple of nose beers.
because cocaine very similar to beer.
Absolutely.
Okay. Abdullah, I'm giving you the point.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Laundry hard. I don't know. It led us into a
I feel like
beautiful.
it's just a pity point, but I'll take it.
Hey, take it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Your headphones are giving you a rash. I feel bad. Okay? Like, you could really use the $10 million
I could,
cash
yeah.
prize that comes with.
I
winning
invested
Battle
my
of
life
Wits.
savings in GameStop, so.
So, the temperature rose 41 degrees Celsius in 1 hour. Is the
Holy
weird thing
shit.
that happened. It went because people were doing their laundry really hard.
So hard.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
So
hard.
it went from negative 19 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius when
because
a
of the
Chinook,
Chinook.
a Chinook passed through, and that's the biggest temperature increase ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That actually
Chinooks.
that's a really cool
Yeah.
fact. Like legitimately a cool fact.
Man,
It
Right,
is, and
yeah.
but it causes a lot of problems. I used to live in Calgary, and for a while it's like the biggest land area, but it had only 4 snowplows for the entire city, which is the largest in landmass. And the reason they only had 4 snowplows because they're like, wait a week, there'll be a Chinook.
But in the meantime, people need to get to work. Alberta.
Damn.
All right. We have one question left in this round. That has
We can do
taken
it.
a record almost 20 minutes to get to. Welcome to the first 3-hour episode of Battle of Wits. Okay, this is another one about an inventor.
Okay.
What inventor was buried inside one of their inventions? And what was the invention? KB, we will start with you.
Oh, I don't know why Nikola Tesla came to mind, but I don't know what he would be buried in because he did a lot of things you wouldn't wrap your body in. Oh man.
Actually, he was mummified, and then when they sent the Tesla up to space, he was a little astronaut guy in it. So,
So
like,
he was.
yeah.
He was mummified in the body of Elon Musk, and that's why Elon Musk has way too much confidence. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with Nikola Tesla. For some reason, Marie Curie is also coming in my brain, but I'm gonna stick with Nikola Tesla, and I'm gonna say he was somehow wrapped in what did he invent? It was either he discovered either alternating currents or what was it?
He was
I forget.
alternating. He was the alternating
That's it.
current.
And he was somehow wrapped in alternating currents.
All right. Very good. Tim, what's your answer?
Well, my answer, I mean, it's obviously, it can't be Nikola Tesla because he died when he tried to pretend he had a twin while he was a magician in that one movie that one time. So that's definitely how he died. But I think it's this, and it's one of the saddest stories, and it's weird to me that you're bringing this one up on the show because it is very, very sad because a carver invented peanut butter. But he was also like not super wealthy. Never made a whole lot of money off of his stuff. He's well remembered now through history, but at the time, not treated very well. And unfortunately, his family could not afford a burial plot nor a casket for when he died, and they had to put him in a peanut butter jar after cremating him. And it's a sad story.
Oh.
That honestly seems real to me. That could be complete bullshit, and I wouldn't know.
All right, Abdullah, what is your answer?
I think it might be Da Vinci for some reason, because that guy just invented everything. Everything is traced back to that guy. So, yeah, I don't know. He made some sort of flying machine that never took off. It did the opposite. It went underground instead of above, and then he just got buried in that. I think so.
In a Kentucky cave.
Yeah,
Kentucky cave. Yeah, has chunky peanut butter.
And he invented a submarine. Yeah, it's a well-told tale.
Tim,
but it might be Da Vinci. I don't know,
because it is very close.
No,
it was actually the inventor.
It was Eli Whitney, and he was buried in a cotton gin. No,
it was the inventor of the Pringles can, Frederick Bauer.
Stop.
Oh no!
I was so shocked by the news.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It was so he invented the Pringles can, and he requested that his ashes be put in a can. So on the way to the funeral home, after he passed at the age of 89, he had his family stopped at a Walgreens to pick up a can of Pringles, and they had a debate about which flavor to choose. And then they thought it was only right to choose original. So his ashes are in a Pringles can.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a good thing he didn't die this year, because it definitely would have been the new limited edition Wendy's Baconator flavored Pringles. That's what he would have been buried in for sure.
For shame.
Fuck, I want to eat that.
They're not great.
Like, imagine getting stoned and be like, yo, don't eat the flaming hot Doritos, Cheetos, the pops in there.
Pops in there.
This makes me feel less stupid about almost guessing Tupac Shakur, because there's a long-standing theory that he was smoked by his friends. But I just couldn't think of what he would invent. I was like, well, I guess music. But yeah.
Yeah, he invented before Tupac. There was no music.
There was no music.
Not my heart, baby.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of that round, KB and Abdullah have 1 point apiece, and Tim, you are in the lead with 2 points as we go on to the What Does It Mean round. Now it is time for the What Does It Mean round. In this round, I will show you some interesting words. I will pronounce them. If you have an alternate pronunciation, please let me know. I'm a woman in comedy. I love being corrected.
Dear Lord.
And after I tell you these words, you will tell me what you think they mean. So our first word is PILIFORM. PILIFORM. Abdullah, what do you think PILIFORM means?
I think it means it's like a chugging a beer, but it's like shotgunning a beer one way. Like, yo, I PILIFORmed 5 pillies last night. You know what I mean? Like, guy, I'm done right now. So PILIFORM is another way of shotgunning a beer. I don't know how, but
all right. I feel like it's the way people with monocles. It sounds like you're like, I just PILIFORmed a beer.
Yeah.
Pleasant beverage.
You puncture it with your monocle, you take it off.
Yeah.
It's one of those long cigarette. Oh, you just have a diamond thing that's just
Right.
All right. Yes.
PILIFORM.
I like that. Tim, what is your answer? What is a PILIFORM?
Well, obviously PILIFORM it goes against the game, but I already know what a PILIFORM means. A PILIFORM obviously is it's not the stuff you put inside of cushions, and it's not stuffing, but it is a word to describe the bounciness of a stuffing for something that you would either sit on or lay on. A piliform is basically the density of the material of like a pillow or a cushion. Or so if a bean bag, the piliform of a bean bag is like it's a texture of just small dotted things that you would sit on, whereas a feather pillow, the piliform of that is slightly elongated with a little bit more of a hug. But piliform is the what's the word? It's the thing I said.
Okay.
Density.
No, but it's not the structure, but the comfiness of the fillings of a thing.
Okay.
Well, my ass has a high piliform strike level.
KB, what is your answer? What does piliform mean to you?
I'm 90% sure. I'm 90% positive that Tim is right, but I'm going to go with Abdullah's answer, but up your butt instead.
Yes.
Ah.
You might have me beat there, KB.
Yeah.
Piliform is when you drink beer with your butt.
Classily.
Like in some brewskis with the bros.
Yeah, it's when you're fancy, but you're like, I don't know, you're getting hazed into an 1863 fraternity that no one talks about. You go to the Illuminati meeting and they're like, it's time to piliform, and you're like, fuck, not again.
All the presidents have done it.
They're like, even Lincoln? They're like, especially Lincoln.
Especially Lincoln.
But yeah, final answer, up your butt.
Up your butt.
Drinking up your butt.
All right, I'm gonna give that one to Abdullah. All very good answers.
Okay.
Excellent answers all around. So it means having the form of hair. So hair.
Okay.
I officially don't trust anything Tim said. I believed him for roughly 3 minutes.
Yeah, dude, this guy, you had me hooked. Like, that was so much detail.
It's those piercing blue wolf eyes. They make him seem trustworthy.
Yeah.
Dangerous game.
Don't look him directly in the eye, you guys. You'll get through this. Our next word is LORICATE. LORICATE. Tim, we will start with you. What does LORICATE mean?
Well, again, I'm really sorry for the people after me because I do know what LORICATE means. LORICATE is the abundance of saliva in your mouth to where when you speak, you will shoot a stream from underneath your tongue, which colloquially and as the young kids call gleeking, but the actual scientific form, not the action of it, but the spray from underneath of your tongue when you have too much saliva that sprays out in a real little spritz is called LORICATE.
All right, very good. KB, what is LORICATE?
So I think it's the opposite of fornicate. So I think it's like, when you go to church and they're like, listen, there's a bunch of people out there. The devil's going to try to tempt you. They're going to try to get you to fornicate, but Jesus wants you to LORICATE. Okay. He wants to lock up your loins and LORICATE. So that's my final answer.
I like that. Yeah. It's actually, I forgot to type the D because it's actually LORICATE.
Hey, there we go.
So yeah, good answer, KB.
You would make an excellent youth pastor. I just want to recommend you.
Abdullah, what is your answer?
So I think LORICATE is what Tim's been doing the whole time, which is just speak out of your ass bullshit. He LORICATed the meaning of 20 different words. He's fibbing. It's a lore, so it's kind of derivative of lore. He makes a whole backstory. He gives it like an origin story for this word. So yeah, LORICATE is what Tim Riel does on this game show.
Very good.
I really like that.
I like that a lot.
All right. Abdullah, you get it then.
There we go. Democracy.
All right. So it's actually the third Olsen twin. There's Ashley, Mary Kate, and LORICATE. They're triplets.
Hell yeah.
It means armored with plates or scales to coat or armor protectively. So it's just like an anteater or like an animal that has like protective scales has.
Like a pangolin. Oh, a pangolin.
Yes, that's what I was picturing. There's like,
they are really cute.
All right. We have one word left in this round. It is hawshole. Baby, what's a hawshole?
I think that's an asshole from Hawkesbury. Yeah,
That's redundant.
You know what, Tim? I had enough of you being a hustle this evening.
A LORICATE in hawshole.
That's right. No, in all seriousness, I think a hawshole is probably a hole that belongs to an animal. I'm not sure exactly which kind. I'm going to go with horned owl. I know, it's the hole in the tree that they hang out in, but I think it's an animal hole.
That's good. Good answer. Abdullah, what is your answer?
Okay, I think hawshole is like the formal term for going into the whole of YouTube conspiracy theory videos, like QAnon conspiracy theory videos and all of that, and then aliens, all of that. So it's a hawshole. That's a hawshole.
Very good.
Yeah.
Tim, what is your answer?
Again, I feel really bad for the other people on here because I know what this one means.
It gets more believable the more you say it.
Shut up.
It's actually pronounced hawshole. It's named after the scientist that named this phenomenon. But it is the last layer of sedimentary rock between mammalian life and dinosaur reptilian life. That layer of the crust of the Earth is hawshole, named after Bernard Haw.
Jurassic Park isn't going to pay you for this, just so you know.
All right, all very good answers. KB, I'm giving it to you because it is a small hole, but it's the small hole in the hull of a ship through which hawse, oh my gosh, that word is hard to say, hawse, which is a type of cable, are passed. It's also known as a cat hole. So in a way, it's an animal hole.
Cool.
Excellent job all around, everyone. At the end of that round, Tim and KB have 2 points apiece. And Abdullah, you are in the lead now with 3 points.
Rushing it.
Let's get it.
Are just about to get interesting as we go into round number 3. 2 truths and 1 lie. All right, now it is time for our third round. 2 truths and 1 lie. In this round, you will each tell us 3 little stories about yourselves, and we will try to figure out which one is a lie through a series of intense questioning that will almost definitely get very off track, knowing you scoundrels. So, Abdullah, because you are in the lead, you will go first. Okay. What are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay, so I used to be an avid horseback rider when I was a kid.
Okay. You've got the vibe of a horse girl.
You really do.
Okay. This one time in 4th year uni, I got really inebriated. It got inside our lecture room and tied a hammock under the lecturer's desk, fell asleep, woke up the next day halfway through the lecture behind the lecturer in the middle of the class, and I let's see.
Killing it.
Dude, I'm just looking at KB's face. It's making me laugh.
You're doing great. Okay. Keep going, son.
And I've never so the first time I kissed a girl, I was 19. I was almost 20.
Aw, so sweet.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Good stories.
Okay.
KB,
I know KB has some. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a question?
Well, I have more of a comment. I think the second one is a lie purely because I don't think you can read, so I don't think you get into university. So that just feels like a lie immediately.
We did have to tell you how to spell your
point.
own name today, so
Good point.
I just found it out for you. You did great, but
yeah, I usually write Abdullah, so yeah.
I feel okay. So I have a question. So in this scenario where you get drunk, blah blah blah, big long story. I don't remember anymore. I went on for too long. Who was with you?
A friend.
A friend? What kind of friend? Was it like a friend or like?
Yeah, the way you just said a friend, I feel like
if it was
you touched
a friend, I wouldn't go to a lecture hall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Can I?
It can
I want
get
to ask
spicy.
This lecture hall. I got some questions. First of all, describe the desk that you can fit a hammock under.
Yeah.
Talk me through the desk that's big enough, because I'm like, okay, it's has a hammock. Maybe it's a cat hammock or something. But then you fell asleep in it. So describe the desk to me.
Yeah, this seems a little too like National Lampoony for me, but
it was a big desk, guys. It was a big desk.
And did you set the hammock up, or there?
By the
was
way, just to give you, it was a design. It was a design class because I did a degree in design. So, sometimes the prof gives you examples of how to carve stuff. So they have desks, big desks.
Oh, like big, comfy couch style desks.
Yeah,
huge mega desks where they got to display all of the bridges you made out of popsicle sticks. I get this.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, I can believe that. What are the pants called that you wear when you horseback ride?
Breeches.
Yeah. No. Okay. I've got my answer, Elspeth.
Did you stop horseback riding because you got too big for your britches?
Did I stop? Because my family's poor.
Yeah. So how did you get into horseback riding, and what? Yeah. Did you have your own horse, or did you
So my uncle just really wanted me to be a horseback rider, and
what's your uncle's name?
Irfan.
Likely story.
Yeah. And part of the story is that it's considered that you'll get into heaven faster in Islam if you know how to horseback ride.
Yeah, I mean obviously it's faster if you ride a horse than if you walk.
So my uncle, I know, I'm not even kidding. It's considered something that you do. It's a holy thing.
And I feel because we've ignored it for the third thing you said. Are you 19 yet? How old are you?
Yeah, barely. I mean,
he's just hoping that before he turns 20, he's gonna get a nice smooch.
Yeah, I still haven't ever kissed anybody.
I think the third one is a lie, because the second one, I mean, maybe there's a part of the second one that's a bit of a lie. Maybe it's one of those where it's I kind of lied about something. But the third one just seems implausible because you're so thirsty. So I'm going to go with the third one as a lie, because I'm 99% sure you know how to ride a horse. So I'm going to go with the third. I'm going to go with third.
So offensive.
Yeah, and the second one, the desk one, is so wild that it has to be true. That's
some version.
Yeah. Tim, what is your guess? What do you think is the lie?
Also think the lie is number 3. I think Abdullah, although he may have been in a family and a situation where it would have been looked down upon, he's too handsome a man to have not kissed somebody before he was 19. Yeah. But because I like games and I don't like ties, I don't think bro knows how to ride a horse.
All right. Abdullah, what is the lie?
All right, so the lie, you guys are right. The lie is the last one. Thank you, Tim. It's probably not because of that, though. I think I just got lucky. The first case I did get, I was in grade 12 and a girl did feel bad for me. So she kissed me at a party. So it's still sad. It's still sad. The year is just different. It's just 3 years before. Yeah, she just kissed me and then walked away, doing a Make-A-Wish. I can ride a horse.
I'm still in love with her. I have a lock of her hair.
All right, you can ride a horse. So when you get to heaven, hold the door for me. I will be on foot.
By the way, I didn't want to give like such a clear answer, but it's because I lived in Pakistan, and there it's way more of it's almost completely like a man thing, whereas here for some reason it's a woman thing. I don't know why there's this gender thing, but yeah, I used to horseback.
My question was super white because I'm like, oh, he learned how to ride a horse the same way all my white rich friends did. Right. Down at the club, and I'm like, oh yeah, it didn't even occur to me that I was like, no, you rode a horse because you fucking rode a horse.
Yeah, I was just imagining you with like a long blonde ponytail as you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone was picturing you as either the Witcher or like the girl, the girl whose parents paid for everything.
With the helmet.
Geralt of Rivia is the original horse girl. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So at the end of so Abdullah, you get 1 point, and KB, you get 1 point for that. Tim, it is now your turn to tell us your 2 truths and 1 lie.
All right. As a thank you, Donald Trump fired me from my job. I once captained my hockey team to a provincial championship. And after calling me handsome, the Pink Power Ranger bought me a drink.
Ooh.
So you were at Comic-Cons, and the last one is very plausible. And okay, so my first question is, which job did you get fired from? Because if it was a Comic-Con, I might believe it.
It wasn't at Comic-Con. It was a funny thing when I worked for a cruise line.
All right.
What funny thing?
I was doing video work for Norwegian Cruise Lines when Donald Trump and the company that does The Apprentice hired out the whole ship for an episode of The Apprentice. And so I was doing, since I was already on the ship and had all the equipment and access to everywhere, I did B-roll shoots ahead of time for all of that. And then at the end of the shoot, when Donald was on the ship to look at all of their stuff, we got to meet him, and as he thought it was cool and fun to be like, "You're fired" to everybody. And so a lot of people, when I got introduced to him, they're like, "He's the guy who did all the work for your show," and he's like, "Oh, I don't like what you did. You're fired."
That's really plausible. That's the unfortunate
that's
part.
Very plausible. Abdullah, do you have any questions for Tim?
Yeah, so the Pink Power Ranger, where was it? Was it at a Comic-Con?
It was at a Comic-Con. It was the Ottawa Comic-Con.
Okay.
Was it a guy?
No, it was Kimberly, the Pink Power Ranger.
Oh, like the actual Pink Power Ranger, not just like a cosplaying? Okay.
No, the legit Pink Power Ranger.
Okay. How did you meet? Like, it was at a Comic-Con. Were you on like a panel together? Did you?
Yeah, I was hosting her panel.
Okay.
It was backstage before going up on stage.
Okay. Tell us more about the hockey team.
When I was Pee-wee, the Pee-wee age hockey team, I was the captain of my hockey team. We weren't a super great hockey team, but near the end of the year, we started doing a lot better. And then we made it into the provincial tournament in Quebec, and we had a really nice streak for those 2 weeks, and we ended up winning the provincial championship, which was insane because we were very low ranked throughout the season.
And that was Tim's peak.
That's where it ended.
Yeah, see, I feel like that might be the lie, because that's something you've always dreamed of doing, but you were so close, but you never got it.
He almost won.
Winning the Pee-wee League, yeah.
Pee-wee hockey game, yeah.
I feel like that might be, I don't know.
I don't know. You can each ask 1 or 2 more questions.
Okay.
I actually think, so I don't have any more questions, but I will lock in my answer that I think the last one is a lie. I do think you got Gatorade. I just don't think it was from her.
I didn't get Gatorade. She bought me. She got me a drink.
Or sorry.
What did she get you? What type of drink?
It was a beer. The Comic-Con makes their own beer every year. It gets beer made specifically for the Comic-Con, and she was drinking one of those. And I said, "What's that?" And she's like, "Oh, that's the beer the Comic-Con makes." And I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool." And her manager was like, "Hey, they're just out there. If you want to go grab one." And I said, "I've got to be up on stage." And she said, "No, this guy's too cute. He's not going to go get his own stuff. Go get him a beer." And she brought it to me on stage.
Okay, now.
Okay. So Tim is a cutie, so that's believable. But here's the thing.
It was 25 pounds ago. Yeah.
Oh, I'm joking.
That's irrelevant.
It's not the weight; it's your general face, Tim.
Okay.
No. I just feel like I don't know. I definitely could be wrong. I do believe someone bought you a drink. I just think you're a smart guy, and I feel like whichever answer it's going to be a misdirection. So I'm locking it.
I usually can tell.
Yeah, considering you wrote it down.
Well, no, it's because Abdullah. I just came prepared.
Yeah.
Tim can read. So.
Yeah. You also don't have eczema caused by a Taco Bell mic, so.
That's true.
But here's the thing, though. So the first one, the Donald Trump taking over the whole cruise. What video? Immigrants coming out.
It was
video work.
It was for an episode of The Apprentice on NBC.
Yeah, why would
one of the things
be there to approve? I feel like they would have location scouts and stuff.
No, he wasn't there to approve it. They were shooting the episode. The episode was all of the celebrities had to make no, it wasn't a celebrity apprentice. It was a normal apprentice, but they had to make a commercial for NCL. It was one of the challenges. It was the challenge that week.
I think that's a lie. I'm locking in.
I can't remember what season it was, but it would have been when I was on The Dawn. So it was in New York, which was how old's my daughter? 12. So this would have been 14 years ago.
Okay. So Abdullah, you think Trump is a lie? KB, what is your answer?
I think number 3 is the lie. Pink Power Ranger.
All right. I kind of think it's the hockey one, but my vote doesn't count. Tim, what is the lie?
The lie is, although I did shoot B-roll for The Apprentice, Donald Trump never set foot on the ship.
I knew it.
Good job, Abdullah.
Well done. All right, so Abdullah gets a point and Tim gets 1 point as well. Well done. KB, what are your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Okay, so I don't drink anymore, but at one point I did. For reasons I don't drink anymore will be about to be revealed. So I have a cat. Her name is Cal, and I got her when I was in Thunder Bay. I got shit-faced, fall down, absolutely zooted at a local bar in the summer. And long story short, I had a bit of allergic reaction. They're like, you can't drink anymore. You got to go home. And on my way home, I found one of the neighborhood cats, and I felt really bad for her. She was really tiny, and I took her home. She's been mine ever since. She was a stray cat, by the way. I didn't just steal someone's cat.
A little girl holding a cat saying, "This is the best first day ever."
The second one is that I broke into Marineland more than once, but on one particular occasion, we broke in at night, and we pet the beluga whales, and it made me sad forever. And last but certainly not least, I once got really drunk yet again. And I went to an NDP after party, like a federal after party here in Ottawa. And I was so drunk. I once went up to Jagmeet Singh, the leader of the NDP party, and cried to him about how proud I was about his platform.
That's fair. All right. Good answers or good stories.
Really paint me in a positive light.
Yeah. I don't have it's hard to tell which one of these because they're all like my notes are number 1 is KB stole a cat, number 2 is she illegally pet beluga whales, and then the third one is she cried at Jagmeet.
Yeah, KB's stories are like Harry Potter novels, bro. They come out in different parts. The first part is like I can't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
3 different things in one lie or truth.
I don't drink anymore. Okay, I didn't say they were.
But it's about a cat. You're doing misdirection, anyways.
Okay.
Okay. So, tell me about Marineland. Why was it so simple for you to break in on numerous occasions?
I'm from Niagara originally. I was born in St. Catharines.
I just wanted to say, that's the most Niagara thing. Like, I believe that actually.
I'm gonna
people here break in like past the falls.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marineland's playing in my head right now.
Everyone loves Marineland.
Except for they treat those animals like garbage, so everyone does not. But anyway, long story short, I was born in St. Catharines, but I was mostly raised in Niagara Falls. I went to high school there, and it was like a tradition to break in. And traditionally, like, I'm not a fan of animals in cages for entertainment whatsoever. So we
But
broke
animals in pools? Yeah. Pools are fun.
No, I'm counting that.
Okay.
I'm counting that. And I think as teenagers, we kind of rationalize it being like, I'm not going to pay to go in this park. And you would break in the day and also at night so that you would have you were like 16 years old. It was like kind of like a rite of passage. And I think at nighttime, we just like, we wanted to see these animals and like see how they were treated, I guess. Like that was our kind of rationale at the time. I think we thought we were like super like hippie, like, you know, doing something. We were doing nothing. We didn't help these animals. I felt so bad. And when I went in and saw that they were still swimming around in chlorine at night, I was like, this is very sad. And then I just I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And so for me, number one, I want to ignore number one completely because it's either you couldn't think of anything to lie about, and so you came up with the lamest story. You're like, they're never going to believe this is fake. It's too lame.
I know so many people that I can like see doing that. Like, I'm kind of surprised I haven't lured a cat into my home. Like, first lockdown, I saw a raccoon and got really excited and was a little drunk and went to pet it. And then I was like, oh no, rabies. But like, I was almost touching this like
That's so
I was like, raccoon, I've seen you on the internet. Like,
just a trash baby.
This was 7 or 8 years ago, and we had seen her around, just to clarify the story so you know I didn't steal someone's cat. We had seen her around the neighborhood, and she was really, really tiny for her age. She clearly wasn't eating, and for a long time I was like, oh, I want to save this cat, but also like I can't afford taking a cat because I was like a undergrad student and stuff. But finally, drunk me, that barrier went down, and I was like, no, this cat is not staying outside another day. I'm so mad, and that's.
Okay, so what exactly did you say to Jagmeet Singh?
Oh, I just cried. I once went up to him and I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, it means the world to me, like, especially decriminalization, because I know people who have really struggled with that and they shouldn't go to prison. And I don't remember everything because I was so drunk, but that's one time that happened.
So how did he, and more importantly, his people react?
His people weren't really around. He wasn't.
You cornered him in a secluded alley. Nice.
No. It wasn't a huge party, but it was big enough, and he was just like mingling with everyone, and I wasn't like harmful or everything. I was just like, thank you so much, and he was just very like pitying and being like, he like shook my hand. And he was like, it's okay.
Like, this is the third white lady today.
Yeah. So he was very gracious about it. Very embarrassing for me. And at one point, he lived in my building before he like got super famous and left.
Moneybag.
Not at all. I prayed that I didn't run into him because I was so embarrassed.
All right, Abdullah, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so I know which one's a lie, but here's my reason. I'm going to go step by step. First of all, the first one, I know KB has a cat named Cal, and I'm pretty sure I remember you saying something about picking her up randomly, but the other part of you being allergic to, I don't know what that's about. I am assuming that's true.
Oh.
But just because you package so many things into one story, but I'm pretty sure that's true. The second one, KB is absolutely right. That I'm from St. Catharines too. I'm here right now. In my high school, also a whole group of people like every year.
Your high school looks like a guest room.
Yeah, no, I'm not in my under my prof's desk right now. But it is a very Niagara St. Catharines thing. People here break into Marineland, like grade 11s, grade 12s. I remember it being a thing in my year.
They should make her to break into. Someone could get her. Anyway, sorry.
It's St. Catharines, Elspeth. You have no idea.
Break their necks.
People here literally just put cigarettes in their bong to smoke them in Tim Hortons parking lots or break into Marineland. That's it. That's all they do here.
Listen, there's not a lot of jobs.
Yeah, true.
I'm from New Brunswick. We just don't have a Marineland to break into. Otherwise, we can't.
No, it's a good thing. We don't need more Marineland. So the Jagmeet Singh thing is a lie. I'm sure you were at a party with him, but here's the thing. I know you would just awkwardly try flirting with Jagmeet instead of crying. I know this. So you wouldn't cry. And you would cry going back home when you're in your apartment alone thinking about what you said to him, but not in front of him. So that's a lie.
All right. Tim, what do you think is the lie?
I believe, and I could be 100% wrong because that's how the game works, but I think KB is super excited about how we are not talking about the actual lie of the Marineland story. I do believe she broke into Marineland, but I believe because Marineland is very aware since the 60s that kids are able to break in and do as a rite of passage, that you wouldn't have access to pet beluga whales, which is the
yeah.
True.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I certainly fucking hope so. I hope Marineland was like, we might be torturing these animals to make them act, but we will at least protect them from drunk asshole kids.
Well, it's like protecting drunk kids from falling in the pools as well. But I think it's the cat one because that one had the most, like, it seems true.
I think KB's going to be like, oh man, I have to admit that
details.
Yeah, KB's going to be like, I'm going to have, because if you're right, Elspeth, KB's going to be so sad that she has to admit that she got her cat from a breeder.
Yeah. $dollars for her cat.
Breaking into Marineland was for nothing. My animal rights stance means nothing.
My beluga skin shoes.
But yeah, I believe Marineland is a lie.
All right, KB, what is the lie?
Abdullah is right, but for a different reason. I didn't cry once, I cried twice, and I didn't flirt with them. I cried twice.
Wait, that doesn't count as a lie.
Yes, it does. Yes,
so
it
you
does.
just told us three truths.
Because the phrase I cried once at Jagmeet Singh is still true.
I said I once cried. You didn't listen.
And that's true. You once cried.
You once cried, but you also twice.
And then you once cried again at Jagmeet Singh.
Same day, within like literally 30 minutes of each other.
Away and then walked back, and you were like,
I was so out of it that I like saw him for the second time, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Jagmeet Singh!" And he's like, "Yeah, we've done this before." And I was like, "Oh, you mean everything?" Yeah.
Can I just say, I want KB to be my lawyer so that I can get off scot-free, because after I get proven innocent, KB will be like, see, I told you if you killed 2 people, we could get off that first murder. Like, my Tim did not murder 1 person, not at all. And I can prove
36 people, not one.
Listen.
Case thrown out.
I looked up the rules, and this is allowed. It's a way to trick people into winning. So,
we do have a very extensive rule book, and so all right. At the end of that round, things are getting interesting. Tim has 3 points, KB has 4 points, and Abdullah is in the lead with 6. It is time for the How Much round. In this round, I will show our contestants some interesting things that I found for sale online, and they will tell me how much they think these beautiful items cost. So, first up, from Craigslist, we have this Elvis bust. And the description simply reads, Elvis bust, mint condition, price drop. So it has been discounted, which is great. What are your thoughts on this bust, and how much do you think it costs, KB?
You know what? I think it was dropped from $89 to $69 because the only people who would sell something like this would be like $69. What a good price. So $69.
All right. Tim?
I think, going with my my Kijiji and Craigslist experience, the only people who put price drop on any type of ceramic memorabilia are people who believe they really have something. They are sad that they're not doing a reboot of Antique Roadshow because they're pretty sure they've got millions of dollars here. So because they also list this clearly not mint condition thing as mint condition, they're clearly delusional. I think they've dropped the price to $250.
All right. And Abdullah?
Okay, this bust looks like someone tried to draw Sylvester Stallone from memory, first of all. And it turned out like that.
100%.
Yeah, okay, but I don't, it seems right. This person's delusional. I don't know. I'd put it maybe at least, I'd put it in like the 500s, $500 around there.
Nice.
Well, thank you for calling me delusional. This is not I know, Madeline is. Okay. Yes, so this beautiful, beautiful bust is $300.
Oh, what's up now?
Tim gets the point.
Okay.
But it was dropped from $500. That was the price drop.
Probably, yeah. All right, well done, Tim. I love his like eyeliner. Also, it looks like two different
busts.
I was gonna say that.
Wait, Elspeth,
eyebrow here.
When you flip back and forth between those pictures, it's like when my camera is flipped from like normal to like reversed. Yeah,
we were talking about that earlier, where like every time the camera's reversed, we realized how non-symmetrical our faces are. Because we're like, "Ooh, what happened to my face?" Oh, that's just how it is on the right side.
Yeah. That's just how it looks. And the way you hear your voice when it's recorded is how it sounds. Editing the show is a nightmare. All right. We will move on to our next item. You got a cute little sneak peek of it.
Oh, that's super dead.
Party.
That's more upsetting than anything I saw in Marine.
Yeah.
I know. Who would even want to play a recorder? Ugh.
So let me read the description. This guinea pig taxidermy in a party is what it is called on Etsy. And its description reads, an amazing guinea pig in a party, the cutest and most beautiful taxidermy you'll ever see. It gives you a feeling of comfort when you look at it.
For sure. Yeah.
It gives me a feeling. I don't know if comfort is the one, but it definitely.
Comfort and terror are very linked in my mind. So.
Yeah. Just different sides of the same vector.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I keep dating comedians.
Such a bad idea.
All right. Tim, what are your thoughts and feelings, and how much do you think for this guinea pig taxidermy in a party?
First of all, looking at this image makes me hear Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." That is clearly the theme song of this photo. Also, is it just me, or does it look not well from this angle? But on every other angle, I'm like, that's a cute thing. But here it looks, see, that's cute. That's cute. Then that's an alien. That's an alien species. That is from Star Wars. That is one of the bandmates from the Star Wars cantina.
Yeah.
That's one lightning bolt away from being reanimated as a monster.
Yeah. Don't put it in water after midnight or feed it or whatever gremlins do. That's what's going to happen here. But because it's Etsy, and taxidermy is actually a pretty sought after skill that is not cheap, I think this person thinks that this is a 600. The taxidermy plus the art of making it play a recorder, I think $650 plus shipping and taxes.
Okay, $650. Abdullah, how much do you think?
Okay, so first of all, this looks like an animal KB would drunkenly steal from someone's sidewalk.
How do you think it died, Abdullah?
Holy. I'm going to name it Cal. Or, something that would cause the new variant of COVID. So let's go with $150.
150.
Shot in the dark. Yeah.
All right. KB, what is your guess?
I'll be serious for a second. I agree with Tim. I feel like taxidermy is very much a sought after skill that people very much spend a lot of time and effort and artwork to put it together. It's something I could never do because you also have to have the stomach for it. So I imagine they charge quite a bit. I don't know what the taxidermy bracket is, but just for the sake of what I know about art, I'm gonna go somewhere in the 300 zone. I'm gonna say 350.
350. All right. For the first time in Battle of Wits, how much round history? We have a tie. So
Wait, how? We all said
KB
three
and
different
Abdullah,
things.
you will both get a point because it is $250.
Oh,
So you're both
Oh.
off by
It's
$100.
dead center.
I don't know
Okay.
the Price is Right rule.
All right.
I think that
I
rules.
almost guessed 200. I'm so frustrated with myself.
Yeah, same actually. All right.
Very well done to both of you. This guinea pig at a party can be yours from Etsy for $250. We have one final item in this round, and boy, is it a treat.
Oh my god.
Vintage doll.
Holy
Those cost more.
shit.
If they come with a ghost, they cost more.
So this one actually doesn't even come with a ghost, which is disappointing because on the last episode I recorded, there were 2 ghost dolls and an 8-page story about how haunted they were.
Yeah.
This is the doll nobody wants looking at them, which is how my ex-boyfriend used to introduce me to people. I'm sure she was someone's cherished baby in her prime. That is the whole description. This is the doll.
Wow.
Nobody wants looking at them in any kind of way. I'm sure she was someone's cherished baby during their time.
Wow.
Which
Yeah,
is
the
mad.
back-
I wandered around my
Oh my
apartment at
God.
night saying that.
That back view though. Holy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my
Holding
god.
the microphone. Yeah. So she's got looks. She's got grace.
That's the
how she named
Babadook's
the
baby.
Yeah.
That's the Babadooks.
It's all right. So how much do we think she is, Abdullah?
Okay. Can I go back to the zoomed out view, please?
Are you
Is
sure?
that where the price tag was?
Don't you
Yeah.
want to practice kissing on that little mouse?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This thing is just horrific. This is definitely some white people stuff here, so it's not mine. Oh my
When you
god.
tell me the price, tell me what you would name this doll.
Okay. If I were to buy it myself. So I'm trying to put myself in the mind of somebody who would purchase something like this. I'm going to go with a good $80 because I don't know. I don't feel like there's a big community of people who are getting these things. And if they are, they want it to be haunted.
Mhm.
So $80. And if I would get her, I'd call her, because she's just in such a horrible condition, I'd call her Marine Land. So yeah, it looks like she's got some chlorine burns. So the whale at Marine Land, locked in.
All right. Well done. KB, what is your answer?
Honestly, this is I think it's one of 2 situations. Either someone is selling it for cheap as hell because this thing is haunted and they're like, I need to get rid of this. I'll take 5 cents. Like, it doesn't matter. Or this is someone who's like, this is a porcelain doll. It's very expensive. It was a collector's or something like that.
Mhm.
So I truthfully, oh my God. I have, oh my God. Truth be told, dolls like this really freak me out. And I kept getting them as gifts when I was a kid. And I would have to be like polite and be like, this is so good. And then they'd all stare at me on the wall. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but I would say, and that also weirdly looks like me after I broke my nose. But in any case, I'm going to go with $80.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Oh, that's what Abdullah got.
Oh,
At
did
least
you
go with
say?
81.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go with $50 then. Let's go with 50.
All right.
Oh, I feel like it's way higher, but I'm just gonna lock it at 50. And if I had to name her, I don't know, the forbidden one. Like,
All right. Very good. And Tim, It is now your turn. How much and what would you name her?
I think, based on the description and the doll and the fact that it is most likely haunted, I believe the price for this doll is free with pickup. And I believe this doll is called All American Girl.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All very good answers. KB, you get the point. This doll can be yours for $42.
Oh, okay.
Why 42? What's the $2 for?
Because I feel
The
like it's an
42 is-
unsettling doll, and just having it at the $2 as opposed to 40 or 45 is unsettling.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not like 41.36, you know, like just like surprised it's not just like a number that just gives me a rash for some reason, but
yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah.
All
Fair.
right, well done. At the end of that round, this game is getting
Abdullah's.
close for some people.
Nothing.
Tim, you have 4 points. Katie, you have 6. And Abdullah, you have 7. But none of that matters as we go into the lightning round. Okay, now it is time for our final round, the lightning round. In this round, I will ask you rapid fire questions. I will give the point to whoever I hear answer correctly first. It's no holds barred. The gloves are off. Are you ready for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
lightning round? 10 plus 10 equals?
20.
20.
What is a baby cow
5.
called?
A baby cow. Calf.
Calf. That was me.
How many legs does a spider have?
8.
8.
Who wrote 1984?
George
Orwell.
Orwell.
George Orwell. The other Orwell.
George Orwell. What colors are on the Canadian flag?
Red and
Red,
white.
white.
Merlot and Chardonnay are types of
Wine.
Wine.
Red wine.
what? What is the capital of the USA?
Washington,
Washington.
D.C.
What is the 5th letter of the alphabet?
D-E.
I can't read.
George Harrison and Ringo Starr were in which band?
Beatles.
Beatles.
A shape with 3 sides is called a.
Triangle.
What are the 3 primary colors?
Red, blue,
Red.
yellow.
Blue, green.
5 times 6.
30.
11. What? I didn't hear.
What's the
I know.
longest river in the world?
The Amazon.
Nile.
Nile.
I heard the Nile. Who said it?
Me.
Okay.
First.
What's
Not
the
me.
largest country by size?
Russia.
Russia.
All right. Excellent job, everyone. I need to figure out a better system so that I am able to hear the answers. But you know what? That's a different problem for a different time. Okay, as I tally your scores, I think this might be a little interesting, maybe a bit of a surprise, bit of an upset. So as I tally your scores, let me know if you have anything going on in February. KP, do you have anything going on? Anything you'd like to promote? Any social media?
Yeah, so you can find me on pretty much all social media. Well, not really, but Twitter and Instagram at Granny Things. I tweet really dumb things. If you want to,
Your Twitter is very funny. I enjoy your Twitter.
thank you. If you want to follow me, but what I think I'm allowed to talk about it now. But and I think it'll be fine. But local Ottawa comedian who's very, very funny, David Haddad, and I did what every other comedian did during the. Yeah, we actually talked about it the other day. He's like, "Oh my god, she's so nice."
He's so lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, so we started a podcast like every other comedian. It is called Force Fed Film. And the reason why is because every single week, unbeknownst to the other partner on the podcast, that person will assign us 3 movies from a particular actor. The first half, we just kind of shoot, just talk about whatever pop culture, TV, film related. And then the second half, we dissect those 3 films. Typically, the other person often hasn't seen the films and may or may not like the actor, so it's all a surprise. So that's why we call it Force Fed Film, because you're being forced to watch film. But yeah, it's a good time, and David and I Basically, Dave is just the much more stoner version of me, so it's a good time.
I'm definitely looking forward to listening to that. That sounds great. Abdullah?
Yeah, give me a follow on Instagram. I make videos every week, little skits during the pandemic and post-pandemic as well. I'll keep it going. It's at Abdullah Comedy, ABDULLAH Comedy. Also on Twitter, I try to tweet as often. Might not be as poppin' as KB's, but it's at Daddy Dula. So Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
Twitter if you want, but Instagram, I will stalk you and murder you if you don't. So do that. Okay. I put a lot of effort in these videos.
I feel like
and then
this
also
episode is going to wind up in a court case for any.
yeah.
Like,
no, I love these. I love all of you guys here. So against me probably. And also TikTok at Abdullah ABDULLAH.comedy. So same videos I post on TikTok, but TikTok is a really up and coming platform. You get more exposure there. So support me there as well if you liked what I did here.
Yes. And Tim, you have anything going on?
Yeah, I host a comedy game show twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. on twitch.tv/Tim_Riel. It's called Codenames Live. It's where I host my favorite comedians and actors and artists and performers and entertainers in a really fun board game called Codenames. And most of the information can be found on our Facebook group, which is just facebook.com/codenameslive. But yeah, Mondays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock at twitch.tv/Tim_Riel.
Yes, it's very fun. I will be joining the cast, so it's a super fun time. I love Codenames, so definitely watch that and check out KB and Abdullah's stuff as well. Let's get to the final score. It's a very, very interesting game. In third place, we have KB with 9 points. Well done, KB. Well done. And Tim, you have 12 points. And Abdullah, you have 10 points, which means Tim, you're the winner!
Whoa! I mean, I knew, but still. It's unfair. Lightning rounds are the only thing I'm good at, as you can see throughout the show. The real important, meaty rounds were won by the smarter, funnier people. But random trivia, that's my game.
Yep. And you shout over Flight of the Bumblebees every morning when you wake up, which is a weird.
It's how I wake up. It's I play Flight of the Bumblebees and I answer random math and trivia.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being on, and thank you everyone at home for watching. Please like and subscribe and share if you can. Follow us on Instagram at Battle of Wits for more upcoming show details, and you can follow me on Instagram too at Elspeth R. Wright. But most importantly, like, subscribe, and share. Please help me get over 100 followers. I am so close. It's driving me insane.
By the time this goes out, you'll have already.
I will, yeah. I have 97 right now. It's making me itchy. It's so close. Maybe it's just my Taco Bell headphones.
Taco Bell mics, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being on, and thank you at home for watching. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Elspeth.